All right, so now you've had some time to just think about those columns, and don't worry. If you're like, oh, I really want to change it now, and I don't think what I decided on is good, everything is changeable and flexible in here. And so nothing's set in stone. That's a really great piece of Hapara. What I want to talk to you now about is creating a card. You'll see when you go into a blank workspace that you have these blank cards, little squares within each of the columns. And the cards are where you put all of the information that you want to communicate to your learner. Everything they need to know goes within these cards. And so we are going to take a look at the cards right now, and I'm going to walk through actually building a card. I'm going to go in here, and to create a card, you're just going to click on the little plus button here. And what opens up is the card in edit mode. So here you would put the title of the card. I'm going to say that I'm creating this workspace for a substitute teacher. And I want this to be their LA activity 1. So there's my card title. In the description, because the audience here is a substitute teacher, I'm going to put the description as what I expect them to do, what I want them to guide the students to do. So the instructions, substitute teacher instructions. So please open file, go through the slides, do the following. Okay. On pink slides, have students read and air write. Okay, so that'll make sense in a second. So I would just go on and do that. Write in my instructions for them there. Now, this section of the card, when it's in edit mode, is where I put in all the media or any media that I really want to have students or teacher, whomever my audience is, I want them to be able to access. This arrow right here is if I want to upload from my computer, so you can upload anything directly from your computer. This one right here is recognizable. It's the Google Drive symbol, and that will open up everything in your Google Drive. You have access to your entire drive. And here the link, and this is if I want to link anything really, any type of link that I want to put into YouTube videos, websites, whatever is, I can put it through that section there. I also have the option of creating a new file using creating either a new Google Doc, a Google Sheet, a Google Slide, or a Google Drive. So for these purposes here, I'm going to open up my drive. I'm going to go in and I'm going to take this. So here I have, this is the slides that I want the substitute teacher to use. And from there, I'm going to go, I'm not putting any groups to this because I don't have any classrooms synced. So right now, this is really irrelevant to me. And I'm going to go ahead and click done. So there, that card is somewhat done. Now there's a few other things I prefer to do here. This 3-dot drop down, you can click on that, and this allows you to choose a color for the card. Color coordinating your cards really helps towards organization, and we all know us teachers love color coordinating. I'm going to make this card blue. In here, I can also delete the card if I decide I don't want to have that anymore, or I can open it up into edit mode again, where once again I can see and access that. So I'm going to click done. You can do the show more, which will show the instructions. So my substitute teacher would go in, see this card, open up the activity in a new document. Here we have, and they would guide the students through this, and when they put the pink word up, the students would say the word aloud, read what, and then spell it in the air as per the instructions. So that's just a really quick example of a card. Now, a few things to note about the cards. When I'm doing a card, I can add multiple medias into one card. So I can go and I can put in a few different, I can select that one, and then I can go in and choose a different one. So I can have multiple medias within one card, with the exception of the evidence column. So the evidence column is a little different, or the cards within the evidence column, I should say. When I open up one of these and do it in edit mode, you're going to see that it looks a little bit different. So here, if I'm putting in, for you guys, it's a check-in. Okay. And this is the same, and then I can put whatever media I want. But you have the option to share that then for your copying per student or copy per group. The purpose really of this column is for formative and summative assessment. If you're not really using your workspace for that purpose of giving to a student and having them work through it and provide an assessment, it's not super pertinent to you. So you have the option, you can still use that column, but using it in a different way, such as I did with you guys, or you can just completely not use that column at all and just use the other three. That's completely up to you. One of the things, if you do decide to use this column and the cards within this column, you cannot put multiple media in here. I can put one item in here, so I'll just pull one up that I can actually put in. So I can put the one in here, and that's it. That's my only option. I can't go ahead and put in another document or another slide. I would have to do a whole other card. That being said, it's super easy to add another card. I would just click the plus button here, and I can go ahead and create another card. You can create an infinite amount of cards within a column. All right.